Namaste, I am Dr. Kerry Kriger, IndianFluteMusic.com. You just heard me hit the 8th hole on my flute, the lowest note. You couldn't see the 8th hole. That's the 8th hole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I hit it with the top of my leg, top outside of my leg, a few inches above, closer to my body than the knee. That gives you, when you're sitting down cross-legged Indian style, you have a lot of surface area on the top of your leg up from the knee. And that is where that goes, only with all 7 holes already closed. That one, that gives you timbre Ma, and when you close this 8th hole, you get Shuddh Ma, the lowest note you can get to on your flute. I'd show you my leg, but I can't raise it this high and play Bansuri, and I can't handle my video. But you can imagine, put this down onto the top of your leg, a few inches above your knee. Only do it when you're playing a raga that has Shuddh Ma, and only use this 8th hole for low Shuddh Ma. Its whole purpose is to give you that extra note down. I take that back. That's part of its purpose. That's one of its 2 main primary purposes. One, so you can hit Shuddh Ma. The other, just because even when you're playing other notes, having this here just makes the tone, your tone on the flute, sound better. So, 2 reasons. It makes the flute sound better, and it gives us that 8th hole, low Shuddh Ma, this note right here. You don't need an 8th hole to get low Shuddh Ma. You could play it, even if your flute doesn't have that, you can play low Shuddh Ma. 7 holes gives you timbre Ma. Listen to timbre Ma. I can roll the flute to get to that note. I can roll it in towards me and point my face that way. However, the quality of the tone, the quality of the sound, which is the tone, your tone playing it, will sound better when you're playing the actual 8th hole to get that note. Listen to the difference. Versus you can get essentially more volume, and it just sounds fuller. So when you can use the 8th hole, then I suggest using it. It's usually used during your alap to get to the lowest note. You would have trouble playing it. You can, but playing it when you're playing fast, like during a ton, Sani Dapama, Sani Dama. It's not really intended for that purpose. But if you got good at doing that because you practice it, then great, it'll help. But usually, certainly for in your alap, when you're going really slow in your alap and you want to hit that lowest note, it's great to have an 8th hole. This is Bansuri Q&A, episode 17. That question, I didn't even tell you what the question was, but the question was about the 8th hole on Bansuri from the one and only Morgan Redman in Canada. And Morgan's precise question was, thanks for your answer about the 7th hole, which I've made 2 earlier Bansuri Q&A videos about. What about the 8th? My nicer Bansuris have 8 holes. The 7th and 8th are actually on the bottom and slightly staggered. Now, I suggest my 7th hole be over here, 90 degrees off from the top holes on the inside. The 8th hole, this one's about 135 degrees off the top hole, so it's a little bit further than a right angle. It's a little bit down. The rest of the question, occasionally I use the 7th hole by bringing it into contact with the outside of my leg, but I've never figured out how to use the 8th hole properly. I hope that answered your question. How to use the 8th hole properly, cover the 7th hole, and then while sitting cross-legged ideally. If you're standing up, you're going to have to hunch all the way down. So usually meant for sitting cross-legged, and then cover the 7th hole and put this down to just above your knee. Not on your knee, because your knee comes out your leg, top and bottom of your leg are coming out to a point at the knee. That's a really small amount of surface area. The top of your leg, your thigh, has a lot more surface area, so that's what you want to aim for, because it is difficult. That is one of the problems. To aim and hit your leg in the precise spot is more difficult than just putting a finger down, and you don't want to miss the hole. So good luck. As with everything in Bansuri, it just takes a lot of practice. That's all, a lot of practice. So keep practicing it. It's enjoyable, fortunately, practicing Bansuri. Good luck. I'm Dr. Kerry Kriger. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.